in the living room playing video games. So if you hear him, it's just him stepping in for this reading, right? So let me just kind of organize my space a little bit. I had a candle going and it burned out in the middle of the Sagittarius reading, and so therefore I don't have a candle for you, but I don't think you need the fire energy. So this is for post-eclipse energy. This reading could apply for up to 6 months because eclipse energy affects us for up to 6 months. I have some treats to show off. I have this new card bag that my mom bought for me, and she bought me this awesome Steampunk Tarot, which is the new deck we are playing with today, and it's been really fun to play with. Man, like, these cards are awesome. They've been giving me all kinds of movies and stuff. And that being said, right before I started this, I had this song in my head specifically from a movie. Oh God, what's the movie called? It's not the Step Up movies. It's not that, but it is a dance movie. It was, oh my gosh, I can't think of it. It's the one with Antonio Banderas where he's teaching the ballroom dancing to the kids that are like in the high school, where it's like, you know, they had low funding. There's a bunch of trouble students there because they're always getting into trouble or in crime and stuff like that. And that's the whole reason why he offers that class, is because he sees an opportunity to help them be better, right? He's trying to give them something to do, trying to give them something constructive and good to do. And the song was like, it's from Timberland. It's just like, here we go, here we go, here we go, yo, here we go, yo, here we go, yo. Like, there's some energy here to pump you up. My pinky's itching now. There's some masculine energy trying to communicate to pump up. And yeah, it's very much about like dancing, flowing, doing something constructive with your energy. Yeah, very much this dance energy, hip-hop dance energy, like very positive energy. Let's work with our goddess cards first, though, because there is a lot of divine, oh, hey, oh, look at that. Divine feminine energy coming through. And man, my right leg is itching right now. There is something that is itching at you. Okay, and our candle went out, but we've got a very fiery goddess here, okay? Pele is the fiery Hawaiian volcano goddess. The daughter of the earth goddess Haumea, Pele came to Hawaii on a boat. Killed in a fight with her sister, the ocean, she took refuge in the glowing cauldron of Mount Kilauea, where she receives the souls of the dead and regenerates them with fire. Interesting. So my son just got into foraging. He's literally like learning how to play with fire right now. In an intempestuous relationship with Kamapua, the ferocious pig god, she is portrayed as a jealous goddess, her rages manifesting as volcanic eruptions. Revered by Hawaiians even today, she carries the force of the volcano with its molten lava flow, which even in destruction creates new land. Pele stands for the molten, fierce aspect of life that is unable to do anything halfway. She reminds us that even in the midst of fiery eruption, there is creation and new life. And it does. It just keeps bringing me back to my son and his forge. He's been taking like railroad spikes and beating them out to turn them into like little craft knives. So that's what I mean. It's like heating things up till they kind of melt. It is a destructive property of that process, but at the same time creating something new out of that. Also, I just did the Libra reading and they had some volcano symbolism coming through in their tarot reading. So for some reason, my Gemini and Libra signs right now, it wasn't necessarily the same for Aquarius, although I'll have to go back and check that video, but it seems like the air signs are ready to create something in a very permanent earth energy and fire energy way. It's like there's like this molten energy for the air signs right now. Like they're really trying to build some new things, but there's part of some things that need to get melted down and reused and moved around. So that's what's been coming through from what I can tell. So Gemini, let's open it up. What's coming through in this post-eclipse energy? I love this new deck, y'all, for real. It's beautiful. look at that. The sun. Some happiness for sure. I mean, you can't get much better than that card right there. And I mean, there's that fire energy with the sun and everything. So there's very much this energy of like just being happy, being joyful, enjoying the summer, I would say for sure. Like being outside, having fun, falling in love, having pets, like dancing in the courtyard. There's all kinds of positive energy coming through here. And that's what I mean. It's like when I was talking about that song earlier and then talking about that volcano energy, it's like turning something that could be a negative situation into something extremely positive, and extremely positive, because this is that sun card. Like this is really, really beautiful energy, really positive energy. Good. What else? Turning something slightly destructive, slightly negative, into something super positive. Oh, and we got the star. Let me just slide her kind of over. Nope, wants her over here. It keeps singing that song in my head. No, it's a different song, but it's from the same movie, and it says, "Can you feel the high?" It's actually Fergie. It's a Black Eyed Peas song. Can you feel the high? Yeah. And that's what this energy is feeling like. Like, look at how high up this energy is. This is the star. She's literally sitting in the sky. Very much, and suns are stars. So, very much like being on earth and being happy, and also becoming that very happiness yourself, being that star in the sky, being the shining light, being the beacon. And look at these cards. Look at all these cards. There's these beautiful circles coming through in all of these cards. Even in this kind of wing setup, right? There's this still this like halo of light type deal. Under this star, we have the Queen of Cups, and look at this bad bitch. Like, woo. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Man, they just gave me Carmen freaking Sandiego. Like, I was a kid when I watched Carmen Sandiego. That's what I'm talking about. There's really good positive energy. Now, even though Carmen Sandiego was technically the bad guy in the show, the whole show's about her and her adventures. Where is Carmen Sandiego? Honey, she's up here in the clouds doing her thing, being awesome is what she's doing, and she's off to a new adventure. And she's even got this like air tank on. It's like she's literally prepared to jump out of this ship. She's got a cup raised up, and she's got a cup pouring out. So that's what I mean. It's like she's very wise. She knows which cups to pour out, what to not give her energy to, and she knows when to toast and raise a glass and celebrate and be in that really divine feminine energy. Also, she is up in the clouds, which is very unusual for a Queen of Cups energy. So at the same time, though, Queen of Cups are very much connected to spirit and intuition. So like being high up, it said on the totem pole, being very connected to spirit through your emotions, through the water energy. Very, very, very beautiful Queen of Cups. But also being this kind of like Carmen Sandiego energy of like always being off on an adventure. People always trying to find out what you doing, where you at, what are you up to now. Very spontaneous. This Queen of Cups is solid, but in a very spontaneous way. Like, she just knows when to go on her adventure. She's Carmen Sandiego. So that's what I mean. It's like always after something, always on an adventure, always doing something new, because you're very tapped into spirit and you are feeling that high. And this Judgment card coming through. You got major arcanas coming through right now, Gemini. So then this is also, this always makes me think of like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. The car right here, it's slightly wrecked. There's like steam coming out of it. Maybe this one adventure didn't quite go the way it was supposed to, but that's where it's like no matter what happens, like spirit's always stepping in to play you a new song. There's that music. That's the music that you dance to. That's the beat of spirit that keeps you going and always finding new adventures, always keeping you happy, always keeping you up in the sky and shining your light. So, part of the message in the eclipse energy is like, maybe some things aren't going to work out. Don't worry. If these things don't work out the way you originally intend or the way you originally planned, like Spirit's got something in store for you no matter what. You just need to sit in your kind of Carmen Sandiego energy, this Queen of Cups energy, and listen to that. She is like toasting this over here, right? It also implied that these people right here were the people that were like kind of trying to track her down and come after her, and it's like they failed to track her down on this adventure. And that's what I mean. It's Carmen Sandiego always gets away, so it's like, haha, better luck next time, and like off to your next adventure. It's literally like you're so above whatever this kind of little scene is right here. It's like, just no matter what, man, like Spirit has got you up in the sky, which is really beautiful for that Gemini energy because you are an air sign. So, man, digging it. It wants this card right off the top of this deck. Okay, and yeah, there's this Page of Cups energy as well. So there is some kind of message coming in about your happiness, about your emotional fulfillment, very much tied to this Judgment card, the higher calling, especially if something doesn't work out quite the way you want it to. Also, this energy is like the ship in the background, like she could very much be in this ship. So this also could be very much more of that higher self, which is up in the sky right now, receiving divine guidance from Spirit, teaching you both how to be the star and guiding you as if you're following the star. That could very much be what she is following, is the light of the star. And there could be a lot of this energy taking place in more of the astral realms, dream space, other dimensions of reality, where meanwhile you might be feeling through this cycle more like you're down here on this beach. And I've pulled this page a couple of times today. It's like she's at the beach where you can have fun, but she's not dressed to swim. I mean, she's got some wine, she's hanging out, but there's nobody else in this card. It's very much like just kind of chilling. Not being super 100% enthused about it, but just chilling, dealing with it type deal. So there might be times during this post eclipse where it's like seeing this message right here, knowing it's happening in the higher realms in your spiritual journey, but actually being down here on the earth plane, being like, okay, this is not the most happy energy. This is not this golden glowing energy. Like, I'm still waiting for all of this to come down to be received, right? And that's where this Page of Cups can be very much like the energy you're hanging out with, which I would say you need to rise above, because she's not exactly happy. That's what I'm saying, is like, can you feel the high? That's the remembrance of like your energy's actually way up here in the sky. So especially when you feel like this, it's like you need to remember that Spirit's really working on some stuff for you way up in the astral realms and is trying to deliver something down to you, working on you from above. Okay, working on you from above is what it just said. Let's get some clarifiers. What's up with this Queen of Cups and the Star? Phew. That's a lot. No. There we go. Queen of Cups and the Star energy. Look at all these circles in the wheel. That's what I'm saying. It's like the Wheel of Fortune is turning for you. There's some things that are being worked on right now. Again, with this kind of Carmen Sandiego energy, it's like possibly dealing with people who were also giving you this energy, like they bested you and took your sword, and now you've turned into this, and you're like, no, just kidding. And this is also very representative of that same energy, that Carmen Sandiego energy. Like, no, I got this. You thought you were going to get the best of me. Just kidding. Just kidding. I rise above this. And that's where, man, this Wheel of Fortune right here is telling you that, and like I'm saying, look at all these circles coming through. A lot of this has to do with divine timing. A lot of this has to do with the wheel turning into place, and once it hit that certain place, a lot of this energy can then come down and descend and kind of help you out of this. And this is a major completion cycle with this world. Major completion cycle. There is something both coming to an end and a new beginning. And it's all about that divine timing. And in the meantime, you're supposed to be sailing over a little bit more of these morose, slashing, conniving energies that were trying to catch up to you and bring you down, but they're not able to touch you. That's the thing. They're not able to touch you. Even this Page of Cups, like, she's kind of sad or just kind of like depressed or just kind of like blah. Like, even that can't touch you, right? Like, you're up here in the ship. So that's the other thing. Spirit's reminding you, like, you need to rise above this. You can't be touched by this, especially if you stay in touch with Spirit and keep following these lights that are trying to guide you. Because in the meantime, we're waiting on the wheel to turn and lock into place. This echoes this window so much right here. So I'm saying, it's like she's just inside waiting on the wheel to turn so that she can jump out with her jetpack and like take off and be awesome. What's up with this Judgment? And the Sun, Judgment. Again, with this like Five of Swords energy, it's like, yeah, that's what I mean. It's like these people were trying to catch up to you, trying to, it just said like ruffle your feathers, but this Seven of Swords has a little bit more of like a hope message in it, and that's what I mean. It's like you snuck away. It's like you snuck away. You got out of the way of whatever this disaster was, and you snuck away. So there is some hope energy in there, in the fact that it's like, if you keep this in mind, that Spirit is watching over you, protecting you, guiding you while you're waiting on this wheel to turn. You won't be deceived anymore. You will sneak away. You will know how to get away from these energies, and that's part of that completion cycle of recognizing what these energies are, how to slip away from them, how to become this Carmen Sandiego and ride off in your magical blimp. Anything else over here on this side? Man, this energy too been coming out like crazy. Some divine order. Definitely tying into this like higher calling here. It's like that Spirit just talking to you and teaching you things right now. Lots of things are being taught to you, and the most important thing you can do is stay up in these really high vibes, these really good vibes. And while and that's up here in your spirit, knowing that you're working on this and choosing to stay in this energy, while down here on the earth plane you're being shown this and taught this so that you can complete this cycle and step away from those energies. You're being made to be, you're being taught, and you're being made to be a teacher of some sort in that way. Look at that Sun card though, coming right out the bottom there. When these flew out, look at that Judgment card coming out again. That's what I'm saying. There is a higher calling coming through. It's coming in pretty fast, or Spirit sending you a lot of messages, especially with that sitting now on that page. And it is trying to really lead you to this energy. You got that twice. That's double. 19 actually equals a 10 when you add up the digits, right? So 10, 10, that equals a 20. Like, woo, like super completion, super abundance. Like, this is a 10. That's what I mean. Like, it's like you've almost got the Wheel of Fortune like 3 times in a way. 4, 5, 6 times in a way. There's a lot of good fortune coming to you through this whole post-eclipse cycle, Gemini. Like, damn. And some really awesome happy feelings too, I would say. I'm just going to lay it out. And again, there's a 10 of Wands under that. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like you are completing stuff. You are completing stuff, and it is beautiful. Because look at all this happy energy. And like, dude, seriously, Geminis can be some of the most pleasant, happy people. As long as people aren't doing this kind of stuff to them, right? Like, they can be so happy, so positive, definitely so sunny. Like, love it. And that is part of your higher calling, is to be super positive all the time, because that's how you manifest the best blessings. That's how you listen to Spirit and hear Spirit calling you on your journeys, staying in those happy energies. It just gave me like Peter Pan, like not only just learning how to fly, but like maintaining flight. Like maintaining flight, staying up in that high vibe energy, staying really positive, stepping away from these kind of little, and when I say heavy energy down here, it's not super heavy. It's more like annoyance. Just like little things that you have to deal with sometimes. But overall, your energy is pretty positive through this whole reading. Let's get one more out of this deck right here. It's the final message coming through. I'm not going to take the cards underneath. That is the pure Gemini power card. The lovers, the twins, being united within your own energy, being divinely guided by Spirit. Once again, look at that circle matching up with these suns and these wheels. Really, really stepping up into your power card, that Gemini energy. And that Gemini energy, like I was saying, is very positive, very happy a lot of times. Knows how to balance a lot of the best of both worlds, masculine and feminine, mechanical, organic, earth plane, higher plane. There's constantly like this mirror flip, this double thing with Geminis, right? And so that's what I mean. It's like, woo, like learning how to balance all of that into one little core thing. I don't think it gets much better than that. That is really positive for you. I hope you hold on to that message. So, again, this looks like a very positive season for you, Gemini. I think most of all, you will just deal with maybe a few annoyances, maybe a few people, kind of just like little tiny argument. Look, my right shoulder's hurting, not hurting, itching. I'm saying there's like, it's almost like little mosquito bites, and that's what kind of these swords feel like. It's like there's like little tiny things and incidents that might like kind of nag at you, and the reason why they're kind of nagging at you is because you are like soaring way above this, and these people trying to bring you down, these situations are trying to bring you down, and you are just like, bye, up here in your spaceship, up here in your Zeppelin, up here in the sky like a star, up here with the sun, floating around with some angels, waiting on the wheel to turn, completing stuff, just like boom, 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 being super awesome, being very Gemini all the way around. Don't get much better than that. That's an awesome reading, and I'm going to stop right there. So I hope that resonates for you. Let me know in the comments. Do what you want to do, like, share, subscribe, all that good jazz, and I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much.